And that was today's blessing. We decided to go with board insulation because you get the most bang for your cubic inches. We were planning on drilling into the framing, so we made sure to get some galvanized hardware. We used 3/4 inch plywood for our subfloor. Here we're just drilling our guiding holes. And of course, before drilling into the floor, make sure to check underneath, make sure you're not hitting any gas tanks or electrical lines, because those can be really expensive. Everything's gotta go. Here's an example of a really tricky area. Gotta do some really weird cuts for it. The great thing about insulation board is that it's really easy to work with. Everybody already knows this, but I'll say it anyway. Measure twice, cut once. I decided to use fiberglass wrapped in plastic to fit into my small crevices. Okay, so let me show you what it looks like. So this is all insulation right now, and it fits pretty good behind these crevices. Now, the insulation is mold resistant, but there's a catch. There can't be any organic matter. Say if a bug crawls in behind my frame, or a rat for some reason, and it dies there, and condensation or moisture does form, then it's gonna start molding. So I'm hoping, the plastic bags minimizes the risks of that. And also, if I ever need to take this out for wiring, it's gonna be easy to just pull the entire plastic bag out without making a big mess. To save my fingers, I let my dad do the rest. I'll eventually put some molding to cover this up. We always need some good music. We used the insulation board as the template for our plywood cuts. We did end up making a few mistakes when drilling our holes, but for that we just used some silicone to cover them up. We also sprayed some Rust-Oleum from underneath to protect it from any splashing water. This is where we access our spare tire, so we're gonna have to cut a square hole, otherwise we won't be able to access it. Small little accident. Never let a wrench fall on your head. Yeah, I was trying to tighten the bolt underneath the framing, and I had the wrench right in front of my face, and I drop it, and this happens. It only dropped a couple of inches. Okay, 100% again. Back to work. So with all of our subflooring finished, we moved on to doing some wiring. We're using this special tool, we call it a fish hook, and we use it to feed the wire through any small crevices. And the framing is really sharp, so try to tape out the sharp edges or try to run it through some conduit because it will fray the wire. So this is really it for this video. I will be showing the rest of the wiring in a separate video because it is a lot of work. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.